Hey folks, I guess it's 2 for Tuesday. I planted this stem of this Amazon sword that I cut. When I did that, it kind of kicked it up a little bit. Eco-complete. It's really porous, and when you move it, there's just a ton of stuff that kicks up. But what I did is I put some pellets in here for the shrimp. You can get an idea of how the scale is. That's a blue tiger, or supposed to be, on the right there, and on the left is a mono. You can see some baby reds in there, cherry reds. And there's just there are a lot of little baby shrimp in here. But here's what's interesting. This is what I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm trying to figure this one out, but I planted this Amazon sword leaf that I cut, and you can see the baby angels there. And the cherries are, the shrimp don't like anything that's moving. When they get near something that's moving, they just kind of jump away from it. Red cherries are vegetarian. So there are other shrimp that are not, but they're supposed to be vegetarian. And I really think that the mailman is, I don't think he's going to eat them. I think even though they're just a few days old, they're still not big enough for him. Sorry, I'm doing this again. I can't really focus well for everybody to see like I want to show them. Just want to try to give everybody a good view of this leaf. And see how this looks here. But this tank will clear up here in a little bit. I don't really siphon the gravel just because there is bacteria in the gravel. When you buy the Eco-Complete, it actually comes with living something, which is why it's wet. I don't know what that something is, but anyway, the gravel is actually rich in nutrients and BioLife, so I just tried to leave it as is and not siphon it all out. But if I can't give you guys a really better view here, you can really see. You can see the egg yolk sac and how they're attaching. I wish I could get a better view. The interesting thing is how the parents, you're seeing the little black dots are the sand, the Tahitian moon sand from the 120, where they just pick them up and see, they don't like being touched. That's probably stressful for them. Let's see if I can't get a better. I don't know if I can. I'm not really doing a good job here, folks. Sorry about that, but that's about as good as I'm going to get. And I don't think they're going to. If I see one of them carrying one off, I might. I don't think they are. This is interesting. These shrimp are not very big. Give you an idea. I don't think it's really messing with them. Now the one on the right there, it looks like it's going to try to eat it. Maybe it left it alone. I can't tell. Just get as zoom as I can get. Well, it looks like it left it as is. And it just... Alright, well, that's a good sign, I guess. That Wiggler's just going to try to I hear people call them wigglers because that's all they do right now. Is they just, this is kind of the important state for them. They'll be in this for, I don't know, 24, 48 hours while the rest of their body's developing, and they're just living off of that egg sac. And I really wish I could zoom in better. Maybe I'll get a better camera someday. But it's about as good as I'm going to get it, folks. My apologies. I use a different camera tomorrow if they're still here. This is the best I can do. This is originally my quarantine tank. If you go and watch when I got this around Christmas, I was trying to breed a pair of blue German rams. Had a huge algae bloom, and went with some SAEs and some shrimp to try to contain the algae. And they did just a slam job, and then I just kind of got hooked on the shrimp, and so now I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'm really trying to put a stake in the ground, and just 2 tanks is all anybody like me needs. I've got all kinds of stuff going on these days, but it's definitely entertaining. Relaxing in the office helps keep the stress down on a crazy day at work. And here you can see a lot of life here. There's a cherry reds, there's a sun-kissed there in the right, and a mono. And I've got some baby corals in here that are just really, really cute. Matter of fact, let me see if I can, there's one right there above the mono, give you an idea of scale. You can see it. It's right there in that Christmas moss, just right above the mono. But the magnitude of scale there is like, it's like me next to a blue whale. It's amazing. But this kind of helps give you guys, there's just a lot in here, a lot going on, a lot of live, and pretty neat biology. It's kind of wild how it all pulls together. But I still don't know what that mystery shrimp is. If anybody knows, it's the one above the sun-kissed. It's kind of brown. I mean, it's like a wood or a skunk shrimp, if I was to give it a name, just because they tend to have that stripe down the center, and they're pretty dark. I mean, they really camouflage in well on that wood. Give you an idea. Pretty shrimp. The sun-kissed will not reproduce in fresh water. They need a salt or a brackish, just like the Amano. But there's a red cherry. You can see the glosso right there. You can see the roots holding on to the Eco-Complete. And that is the neat thing about the Eco-Complete, is it's so porous that when plants root into it, they really root. And you can get a good idea of the blue there in that shrimp. You can see it. So there's glosso right there. But all right, folks. 2 long movies. I don't know when I'll post again. Try to update everybody on how the Angels are doing. And I really like Mailman on the fish from GSP. I know I kind of asked people what they thought would be a good name, but Mailman seemed like a good one. But I appreciate everybody watching. I guess this is 2 for Tuesday, as cheesy as that sounds, but hope everybody has a good one. Thanks for watching. Later.